Hi guys, I'm back. Been a while. This is our new house. I think the last time I must have still been at my mother's, but I've moved out since then. Living with my boyfriend now, which is cool. So let's go on the games I've been playing lately. I've been playing a lot of Minecraft, the Dial Wolf mod pack, and we've been started playing my Mage Quest, which is pretty good. It's an FTB pack. It's got like a lot of different magic in it. It's been pretty good to start. The quests are really good. I also started playing Catherine last night on the PS3. Odd. Very odd. Good so far. I haven't played very much. I'm only up to the first section sort of thing, second set of blocks. I don't know. But it's a bit like a dating sim because you have to like choose the dialogue options, and it like affects the ending, I'm supposing, but it's also like not quite like a platformer. You just have to like climb these blocks to get up to the top. It's very strange so far. I've also been playing Magicite. I played that before. It's been out for a while now. I got it off Steam, so I've been playing on my laptop. But it's a really good game. There's a couple of problems I've had with the multiplayer. Just trying to get people into your game, but once it's set up, it's generally okay. It's a lot easier if you play with people. I haven't unlocked very much yet, but it's a lot of fun to play. A bit punishing when you die because you start just completely over again, but it's a lot of fun. I've also been playing Gone Home. I'll be honest, I did think it was a horror game. I thought people were lying to me when they said it was just, an explorative game. I love explorative games. But Gone Home's been really interesting. I haven't finished it yet, but I plan to very soon. It's very... I'm only about halfway through, I think, but it gets very in-depth with all the notes and stuff that you learn about the family and what happened to them. I haven't quite decided what I think happened to them yet, but it's really interesting. I'm really glad it's not a horror game because I was really afraid there was going to be like jump scares and stuff with all the dark rooms. But yeah, no, it's really good. I've also been playing the Curious Expedition, which is a lot of really hard once you get to like when you're starting out, but once you get like a couple more people and you know what you need, it's a strategy type game. It's very strange. You're like, you take hold of this expedition person, adventurer, explorer, that's the word. And they're all famous explorers, and you pick where you want to go, and you have to try and find the Golden Temple before you can go home. But you have like food limits, and you get attacked by animals. You have if you go to a village, there's a chance they're not going to like you. It's very strange. You have to like leave before they start hating you, but you can trade with them. So if you've got stuff to trade, it's really handy. My main problem tends to be with that game that I either run out of space or people go crazy because I run out of food. Yeah, it's a good game, but what else? Books. I've been reading a lot of Sherlock Holmes, like the old Sherlock Holmes. Arthur Conan Doyle is just amazing. Amazingly, like, they're classics, so obviously they're amazing, but they're just, I can't fathom how people can just get so much from so little, and you read it and you feel stupid because you didn't get it. But who gets those kinds of clues from like dirt on a shoe or like they're ridiculous and they're wonderful, and I don't know why I love reading them, since they make me feel so stupid, but they're just fantastic. They really are. I've been really getting into cookbooks. I don't know, since my roommate left, I've been trying to cook more, like, myself, because he used to do a lot of the cooking. So I've been going through cookbooks. Cookbooks are great. Cookbooks are great. They show you how to do things. It's wonderful. I never really used cookbooks before now, but they give you so many good ideas, and then, like, if you know how to cook, I imagine you can adapt a recipe, but I'm not very good at that yet. So I just kind of go by the cookbook. But yeah, no, cookbooks are great. Get a cookbook. I also read a lot of Terry Pratchett. I love his writing style. He's so funny, and it's very witty humor, and the world is very surreal, kind of. It's like adventure stories, but it's sci-fi, and it's really cool, witty, hilarious sci-fi, and he writes it so intelligently, and it's really well written, and Terry Pratchett's an amazing author, and I was very sad when he died because his books are amazing. My boyfriend recently got another Terry Pratchett book that was collaborated with someone else who I have forgotten the name of, but it's called Good Omens, and he's only started that, but apparently that's meant to be quite a good book as well, because I've been reading the Discworld series, which is a very long series. There's well over 50 books. I don't know how many. I haven't even tried to count them, but I'm only like maybe 7 books in, and I'm loving it. And the Discworld series kind of covers multiple storylines, so it follows different people. Like, the first book is, I forgot his name, Rincewind, and there's wizards, there's witches, there's a book about the City Watch, but all the storylines kind of blend together, but each has their own books, and it's just fascinating. I love the series so much. I don't know. Yeah, so that's what I've been up to lately. I'm about to start uni again, which is cool. I start on Thursday, so tomorrow. But the break's been really helpful. Last term kind of made me think about social media a lot. And I realized that social media is so successful because it's something we can do with a couple of minutes that otherwise would just be completely useless. And because it's demanding in that you want to continue, but it doesn't demand a lot of your time. Like, say you're sitting in an appointment or whatever, and you're just waiting to be called in. Those couple of minutes, there's not a lot of time to do much. Like, you can't really start a book or really get into a game or anything like that, but social media just kind of gives you the couple of seconds that lets you feel like you've used that time, because you connect with people you care about, and you might find a funny picture or something like that, but it doesn't waste the time. Well, people say social media wastes time, and I do agree to an extent, but it makes use of little bits of time that you wouldn't otherwise use. And I think that's really smart. Like, that's so intelligent, because people will use that time for that, because there's nothing else to really do in that time. Like, people at appointments, they read the shitty magazines that are sitting there, or they, just stare at a wall. Like, if you feel like you're using that small amount of time in a reasonably rewarding way, you're probably going to. And I think that's one of the reasons why social media is so popular, other than the obvious, connecting to people that aren't near you all the time, and the convenience of having it on your phone. But I think that's another reason why it's really beneficial for a lot of people. And on that note, I wanted to explain something that I think I'm not sure how many people do this the same way I do. I have a Tumblr, as many of you will know, seeing as this will be going on my Tumblr. But see, I reblog a lot of things, and not all of them are ideas that I necessarily agree with. If I reblog something, it's because I find it interesting. If it interests me, it might interest someone else, so I reblog it. But that doesn't mean that I'm agreeing with that idea. Like, there's a lot of topical ideas on Tumblr. It's Tumblr. But I don't, there might be posts about something really bad that's happened, or people that argue about certain topics, like gender roles, or things that have happened in the media. Police brutality has been a big one lately. But all the comments get really interesting. Like, other people's ideas on why this happens and what they think of the topics gets really interesting a lot of the time. And I don't necessarily agree with them, but I like to know that those ideas are out there. Even if they're terrible. I don't know. Some of the things, I don't want people to think that I share these ideas, because I don't. Sometimes I do, but sometimes they're not my ideas. They're just ideas that I think are important to remember that other people have. Or, even just the arguments that people have, the points that are said are really important to remember, positive and negative. You can't just pick a side. You have to be able to see both sides to come to your own conclusion. And so to be able to expand what I know about things, I try and look for these ideas. And if I see something that I haven't considered before, even if I don't agree with it, I will reblog it, because maybe someone else hasn't, thought of that either. I don't know. I just felt like I should clear that up. I hope you guys have had a wonderful day, and I will try and do some more of these. I will do my best. I know it's been a long time, and a couple of people have asked me if I was going to do any more of these, but here I am, and it's been hard lately to try and find the time to do this sort of thing. But I'll definitely try and do more. If there's anything you want me to address, or a game you want me to try, or anything like that, just feel free to message me on my Tumblr. I'll try and remember to put a link down below, but it should be on my YouTube page anyway. And, if you're finding me through Tumblr, you know who I am. So, yeah, have a great day, and I'll see you guys later, hopefully.